Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Thursday, June the 1st. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. This is the address to get in, and the room is open between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I am live on the mic between 9 and 4, and I share my screen all day long. Now, just a note, this is my last video until June the 15th. I'll be taking a couple of weeks off. The room will be open. I'm not sure who's going to be running it, but the room will be open, but there will be no daily videos from me. All right, well, all I can say is what a spectacular day, for especially a day that I'm leaving. First of all, I just want to show you the first trade I took, and it's hard for me to believe that I actually took this one. It worked out all right. This is one that we saw yesterday, the evening scan. Saw this action yesterday, and so I said, you know what? Let's see if this one can have some follow through today. And now, when I ended up taking this trade, I got in at 24.14. Sorry, 24.15. That's close enough. Just put a mark right there. Back to a 5-minute chart. So when it broke over the whole number, I decided to take the trade. Now, at the time, there was very little volume. There's actually, as we speak, there's only 120,000 shares. I think there were only about 30,000 shares, but I just wanted to see if there was going to be some kind of continuation. And, you know, I have to say I got kind of lucky on it. I got in at 24.15. I got out some at 24.65, right at the top, almost at the top here. And then as it came right back down, I got out at 24.35. And then, you know, all this happened. I say it's sort of embarrassing because today was a day, and I've said this in the room, and I apologize if you traded today and you didn't have that great a day. You know, I'm not trying to gloat or anything like that, but there are usually only about 4 or 5 days in any trading month that which really set up well, and you know, this is definitely one of them. You know, when you see the SPY and the action that's, you know, this, I mean, very hard not to. And I apologize if you didn't have a good day, but you know, this is the sort of action that you just love to see. I mean, we had the pre-market gap in the SPY, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of flag action, and then it just took off. You know, remember when we saw this, we thought, whoa, maybe it's going to start to move down, but no, just very strong. So consequently, you know, so many ideas were just working, and Holly absolutely, you know, was on fire today. You know, unfortunately, one of the trades I took was Grub, and you know, I ended up actually getting stopped out. This is one. This was the alert at 43.09, and it's one of the ones that I'm just not quite used to. It's a strategy I'm just not quite, I shouldn't say used to it, but it doesn't fit me well. But it's called on support, and Holly was inferring that it was going to be on support. So I decided to take the trade. I got in at 43.15, right about here, and you know, and then it started to move down, and I just decided I don't want this. One of the reasons is there were so many other ones moving a lot better at the time, so I decided to get out. Took a 9-cent loss, but look what it did afterwards. And here's another one that Holly got into. Unfortunately, I did not get into this one either. NBEV. This is an all-time high. The alert was at 588. She got out actually on I think this was on the wake-up call, and I think she got out, let's see, because of a time stop. There's only about an hour-long hold, but look what it did afterwards. I mean, this is just tremendous moves, and you know, this is an all-time high for it. So I mean, I could go on and on. There are so many trades that worked out so well for Holly, but you know, again, a lot of them would have worked out because of the SPY, but nonetheless, you still got to pick them and get in them. This is one that I am in. You know, I love this one, CAMT. Here was the alert at 652. I was waiting for on my own anyway. I was waiting for a 650 break, and then Holly alerted at 652. I actually got into the trade at 651, and I'm thinking of holding on. You know, I am going away, so I have to figure out how I'm going to manage it. I mean, I will have access to my platform, but you know, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it. But anyway, this is I think if I can take a look at the daily, you know, there's the high of, let's see, on the 26th. So there's the high. If I can take that out with any authority, it'll give me a little more confidence to hold this one. And Holly, I think, has alerted this one maybe maybe a max of 8 times over the last 2 to 3 weeks. So she really likes it. Okay, let's see, what else have we got here. I'm actually in a number of trades at the same time, which I'm not normally. I usually only have maybe 3 trades at the same time. I'm in this one, Sportsman. I'm in at 607. It's been trying to pop out. The reason I'm in this one, well, actually, if you look at the daily, this is the reason. It looks like there's a, if I back this out just a little bit further, you will see the nice void here. So when it took out 6, I decided to take the trade. I got in at 607. And I may swing this one. You know, I have to see how it holds up for the day. And I may swing this one. But this is, you know, you have to love this sort of a pattern. And the trade of the week. I'm actually in the trade of the week. The trade of the week came on, let's see, right here. What are we now? This is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So this is when the trade of the week happened. It was live at 12:20. It never triggered. Notice how it went all the way down here. And then today, we got the trigger. And right here is the actual trigger at 12:20. I ended up taking the trade at 12:21. I'm still in it. And again, I have to see what happens with it. Box. This is working out quite well. Box is another one that I'm in. Earnings play. And let's get to a 5-minute time frame. Remember that. So the 5-minute time frame. This was an earnings play, but very, very choppy at the beginning. You can see release earnings after hours yesterday. Look at the whippiness. I mean, all these bottoming tails up and down, trying to figure out where it wanted to stay. Looked pretty good in the pre-market, holding this own, but once the market opened, look at the whippiness. Look at the topping tails, bottoming tails of these candles. But once it got over 20, you know, I really was starting to take a hard look at it. And I finally entered the trade at 2021, right up about here. And I did sell some at 2037, allowed me to hold on. And now I'll have to see what I'm going to do. This is one I probably will not hold. Frank, let's see, where are you? Just a second here. FI. Now, this is another Holly alert. Frank's International. Another Holly alert. The alert was at 752. Look at this, 783 right now. I'm not in at 752. I waited a little bit. Got in at 770. I watched this pullback, and then once the pullback was over, I got in right about here at 770. And I'm still in it. I mean, it's, you know, it would have been great, obviously, if I'd got in down here. But I think at this point I was probably watching some other things. But anyway, it turned out to be a pretty nice trade. This was probably one of the stars, and I jokingly said I should be building somebody for this one because, you know, I wanted to get into this one. This was on the high count alerts, and I wanted to get into this one right around here. But I was answering a question, and I think then this just popped, and I just didn't feel like chasing it. So. But anyway, this has been a really excellent one. If I go to a 15-minute chart, you'll see what happened yesterday. Look at this action yesterday, and it kind of held its own. You know, gave it up a little bit in the pre-market. Definitely, once the market opened, it gave it up. Once it took out these highs, though, it was just off to the races again. Another low floater, 27 million in the float. So definitely, you know, a lot of people were in this one, and really happy for them. Definitely on a percentage basis, this is one of the stars. And I think that is about it. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. So anyway, I'll be off, I say, for a couple of weeks. The first video will be June 15th, which is, I believe, a Thursday. So yeah, it'll be 2 weeks from today. So I'll be back doing the videos June 13th. Sorry, June the 15th. So I hope everybody has a great time while I'm gone. I hope everybody is green and goes to the room. I know that the room will be well handled. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be looking after it, but I'm sure it'll still be very informative. You'll probably get different trading styles and all that. So I encourage you to go in, and I really do appreciate all the help everybody gives every single day in that trading room. We've just got some great traders and really helpful ones. So anyway, so the room should be open. I don't know if it'll open as early as I open it, but certainly by 9:30 tomorrow and going forward. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody. Bye-bye. And again, have to, here we go.